Most people think a personal safety bag means a taser, a big flashlight, and a can of pepper spray. And most people carrying exactly that are less safe than they think. Not because those items are useless, but because they are treating safety as a product category rather than a system. A safety bag that you cannot access in 4 seconds is not a safety bag. A tool you have never practiced using under stress is not protection. It is a prop. The most common safety bag mistake is not carrying too little. It is carrying things in the wrong order, in the wrong positions, with no practice sequence for reaching them. Today I'm showing you everything I carry, why each item earned its place, and the one principle that determines whether any safety tool actually works. I'm Asha, and this is Safety Nest. Before the items, the principle. Because every item I carry is chosen against this single standard. Can I access it in under 4 seconds, in the dark, under stress, without looking? If the answer is no, it does not belong in a safety bag, regardless of how effective it is in controlled conditions. This standard eliminates the majority of tactical gear that gets marketed to the personal safety audience, because most of it is designed for people who have trained extensively with it. The items that survive this standard are simple, accessible, and function reliably without coordination or strength. That is the filter. Every item I am about to show you passed it and are listed in the description below. Item 1. A personal alarm. Specifically, a pull pin style alarm that activates by pulling a pin rather than pressing a button. Under stress, fine motor skills degrade significantly. A button requires precise pressure and location. A pin requires only pulling, a gross motor action that works even when hands are shaking, even in the dark, even when disoriented. The sound output matters too. Anything under 120 decibels is not loud enough to create the kind of environmental disruption that causes most attackers to abort. I carry a 130 decibel pull pin alarm clipped to the outside of my bag, not inside the bag, outside, where the pin can be pulled while the bag is still on my shoulder without opening it or stopping. Position is everything. A personal alarm at the bottom of your bag is an alarm you will never use in time. The alarm clipped to the exterior strap is the one that works. Item 2. A palm-held personal safety keychain. Not a pointed weapon, a grip enhancement tool. Under stress, maintaining a grip on any item becomes significantly harder because hands become slick with sweat and adrenaline affects fine motor control. A personal safety keychain that fits in the palm and has finger holes gives you a secure grip that does not depend on fine motor precision. It also functions as a striking surface if physical defense becomes necessary, but that is secondary. The primary function is grip security and keeping something solid in your hand during high-alert transitions, getting out of a car in an unfamiliar area, walking through a parking structure, navigating a transit space at night. It lives on my actual keychain because it is already in my hand during every transition that involves my keys. Item 3. A compact tactical flashlight, but not for the reason most people think. The primary function of a flashlight in a personal safety context is not illumination. It is a temporary visibility disruptor. A 500 lumen or higher beam directed at someone's face in the dark causes a momentary loss of vision of 3 to 5 seconds, enough to reposition, create distance, or access another tool. The secondary function is illumination, scanning a parking structure, checking a vehicle interior, navigating without a phone light. The flashlight I carry is approximately the size of a large pen, fits in a front pocket, and has a single-click momentary on mode that requires no settings or modes to access under stress. If it requires multiple clicks to turn on, or if it has to cycle through modes to reach full brightness, it is not the right tool for this context. Item 4. A combination window breaker and seatbelt cutter. We have covered both of these tools extensively in the car accident and sinking car videos on this channel. In the bag context, the relevant point is positioning. This item lives in the driver's door pocket or clipped to the sun visor, not in the bag itself. The bag is what you carry when you leave the vehicle. The vehicle tools stay in the vehicle, within arm's reach of the driver's seat at all times. I include it in the safety system because the system is not just the bag. It is the bag plus the vehicle plus the home. Each environment has its own tools positioned for that environment. Item 5. A compact external battery. And this is the item most people do not consider a safety tool. Your phone is your most important safety asset. It is your 911 connection, your GPS, your light source, your emergency contact list, and your documentation device. A phone at 4% battery at 11 p.m. in an unfamiliar area is not a safety asset. It is an anxiety source. A compact 10,000 mAh power bank that fits in the main bag pocket and keeps the phone charged throughout the day is the highest value passive safety tool in the bag. Passive because it requires no decision, no action, and no stress response to function. The phone is simply always charged. Always charged means always functional. This is the least glamorous item on the list, and the one I would give up last. Item 6. A small card with 3 to 5 key emergency contacts written in pen. Not stored in the phone, written on paper. If your phone is lost, stolen, dead, or confiscated, you need to be able to call someone from any phone, including a stranger's phone or a public phone. Most people do not know any phone number from memory other than their own. The card lives in the interior zip pocket of the bag, not the main compartment, because it should survive even if the bag is grabbed. Writing 3 numbers on a business card and putting it in a secure interior pocket takes 4 minutes and costs nothing. What I do not carry, and why. I do not carry pepper spray as my primary tool. Not because pepper spray is ineffective, it is genuinely effective when deployed correctly, but because effective deployment requires training, correct distance, wind awareness, and the ability to aim accurately under extreme stress. Untrained pepper spray use in a physical confrontation has a documented rate of self-contamination that compromises the user. I do not carry a taser for the same reason. Effective use requires specific deployment conditions that do not always exist in a real confrontation scenario. I am not saying do not carry these items. I am saying, if you carry them, train with them. An untrained tool in your bag is not protection. It is a liability. The safety bag is not about having the most tools. It is about having the right tools in the right positions, with a practiced sequence for reaching each one in under 4 seconds. Every item I just showed you is linked in the description. None of them are expensive, none of them require training to use effectively, and all of them pass the 4-second test. Build your system, not your collection. Share this with one person who carries a bag every day. Drop in the comments, what is the one thing in your bag right now that you have never actually practiced using? I genuinely want to know. Subscribe to Safety Nest. Stay aware, stay safe.